Okay, so now I'm sharing with you the digital model of the skull or the cranium. And now we're going to count the bones which are present within the skull. And like I told you, we can divide this cranium into two main parts. Here, the upper portion, which is known as the neurocranium or brain box, is the part which is surrounding and protecting the brain. And then the lower part, which is the facial skeleton, that is the viscerocranium. So remember that the neurocranium has a total of 8 bones, whereas the viscerocranium has a total of 14 bones. So let's count these bones as we go along, and I would like you to just follow this hand pointer present on the digital model. Well, this here is the petrosal sinus. So the superior petrosal sinus is over here. It is present on the upper aspect or superior border of the petrous part of the temporal bone. And the blood from superior petrosal sinus is going into this here junction point of, you could say, the transverse and sigmoid sinuses. Whereas blood from inferior petrosal sinuses enters directly into the internal jugular vein. This sigmoid sinus will continue as the internal jugular vein at this here jugular foramen. So if we look on the external aspect of this model, you can see hemisphere. So let's zoom in onto the caudate nucleus. And here we can see the anterior portion is the head of the caudate nucleus. And this here is the body of the caudate nucleus, which then posteriorly it tapers into a tail. And this tail, then you can see it moves behind the rest of the nuclei, and then it continues into left and right halves. And then what section are we going to get? I'm going to draw that over here. We're going to get the longitudinal section, in which one end would be cranial and one end would be caudal. This is the ectoderm. Okay. Beneath it is the mesoderm. And you know that the layer which is ventralmost is the endoderm. So this here is the sheathing or covering of the visceral peritoneum. But the bare area you can see is the non-shiny part. This is representing the area which is devoid of visceral peritoneum. And at the medial aspect of this area lies the inferior vena cava within the bare area of the liver. If we look at the anterior layer over here of the ligament,